Hi guys, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. So I really wanted to give a home tour of my house. I haven't done one since we moved in 6 years ago, which is crazy to think we've been living here for 6 years. A lot has changed. I've done a lot of projects at our house. I was really going to try to put some clips up, if I can figure out how to do it, of like what rooms look like in the house before versus now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, or maybe even just show you guys some pictures up on the screen of like the before. I thought that would be really cool to see the difference 6 years ago versus now. So yeah, I'm going to start the tour outside today and just give you guys, for those of anybody that might be new to my channel, just kind of show you guys around my property and also show you the inside of my house. I want to start by saying that I'm very thankful and very grateful for my home. Where I live is so beautiful, and I just am very thankful for everything in my life. So I want to start by saying that. We have worked very hard on our home and for everything that we have, so I'm just very grateful. I'm also very grateful and thankful for you guys for watching my YouTube videos. So all right, we're gonna start outside because I had to come down to turn on our pool pump. But if you've been following me for a while, you know we put in a pool this summer. And so this is one of our newer projects that we just did outside. I have some help from family, but for the most part, we did a lot of this ourselves. We didn't hire like any contractors or anything like that. I mean, if you want to call my dad is kind of a contractor, but he did help. And my brother helped, and my dad's guys that work, two guys that work with him, his cousin and another guy did help out. But me and my husband did the walkway by ourselves, so we have a path leading up to the back porch. I also want to say, like, everything isn't going to be perfectly aesthetic in this video, like some home tours. But yeah, here's our pool situation. My pool actually really needs cleaned, so I want to get in there and do that today. But here's our little fire pit area that we recently just did, and I absolutely love it. We've already hung out down here like at least 4 different times and had 4 different fires, so it's been fun to have this place to hang out and to overlook our scenery, which is gorgeous. And sometimes I just can't believe that I live here sometimes when I walk outside and just love how peaceful it is. And just how quiet it is, and then I get to hear all the nature. And I'm a huge outdoor girl, so I love where I live. I'm gonna take you guys over here and show you our shed, but this is our shed. I'm not gonna take you guys inside of the shed. It's really nothing special inside. Everything's just kind of thrown everywhere. But we recently just took out the mulch, which my husband actually decided that he'd really like to continue these rocks maybe through here. We actually really like the look of the rocks, so we got these chopped up river rocks that we just recently did here in front of the shed. And then I don't have this flower bed full by any means. It needs more flowers, but it's been dry here, so like my flowers need watered desperately down here. But this is our shed. Our property runs all the way to the fence and all the way down to where you guys can like see the road. Like, I forget how far down it goes. And then we have a pretty big yard, but I am so grateful for this yard. I've always wanted a big yard because I just like being outside, and I love that Cole gets to grow up here, my son, and he's able to have all this to run and roam, and it's just amazing, guys. Picnic table down here to sit at while we enjoy the pool, or the fire pit area even for extra people to sit if we have people over, which is very rare, but if we have people over. We did these rocks ourselves. I stacked all of them along this pool bank here that we made, and I stacked them by hand. They were not placed there by a machine. I actually literally stacked all these rocks by hand. And like I said, I did have help, my husband, my family a little bit, but for the most part I did a lot of this stacking by myself, and I actually really enjoyed this job. It was just kind of something about it that was satisfying. We have another little sitting table over here outside. And then our pool is still looking really clear, which is good. It's now September. And the water actually feels good today. Like, it has been really cold, but it's warmed back up again here. It's a little breezy today, so I'm getting some leaves in the pool. But there's our pathway leading up to the back porch. We need to put Cole's slide back on his little swing set here, but this is like the back end of our house, and his roof blew off of his little tiny playhouse, but he doesn't really play in that thing a whole bunch, so he's also getting to be really tall, so we'll probably have to get rid of that soon, which makes me sad to think how much Cole's growing up. So this is our backyard. We have a clothesline in the backyard. And then this is our back porch, which, like I said, I have my mop out here drying because I did clean in the house today. So nothing's perfect, guys. We don't know what we're going to do with this little area back here yet. We really need to do anything. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions, but it's always shady here. So it's kind of hard to put plants here unless they're like full on shade plants. But like, let me know if you guys have any suggestions of what we can do here. But we'll probably fix this up in the springtime. We're not really worried about it right now. Hi Otis. So Otis is our 6-year-old Goldador, which is half lab and half golden retriever. He's the best dog ever. Yeah, so this is our backyard. We used to have our fire pit up here, so it's just, I love how everything is now. It's like we've come a long ways. Really wish we could have done like the plastic railing like we did on the front porch, but this is all wood. But I do wish maybe eventually, I do kind of wish we could have the plastic back here, but it's kind of pricey. So this is our back porch. We have a ceiling fan. We got a couple chairs back here. The back porch is really nice to hang out on the really hot days because it's really shady back here, and turning on that fan just takes it to a whole nother level. Just feels so relaxing. We have a little radio back here. We got a bench. Here's my pool vacuum that I'm going to charge in a little bit, but I want to get this thing charged up so I can use it in the pool. And we got our grill over here, Cole's little toy box. And then this wraps around to the laundry room. So this is our laundry room door leading into the house that goes into the kitchen. But this is what you guys see as people drive up our driveway to the side of the house, to the laundry room door. More of our yard along the fence line is the side of the house. Alright, so now we're going to get on to the front porch of the house, which, as you guys can see, we have the plastic rails, which, like I said, they're so much better than wood because they'll last forever. And then you can just wipe them off and rinse them, and you won't ever have to worry about painting them or anything like that because it's just, it'll hold up better. Right here's got a couple little flowers that I didn't know was in there, but my grandma gave me this to put in this pot, and she also gave me this pot, which I absolutely love. But I want to work on adding some more things. I'm always looking for things to add to my flowers and all that, but got my little hummingbird feeder up there, which I want to get another one for next year because I had a lot of hummingbirds this year. And this is like our front view. The front porch. We love having mornings out on the front porch. It's been kind of chilly lately, but it's the perfect time to bring them out with a blanket or a sweatshirt and just enjoy your coffee or tea out here in the mornings. It's so nice. So I haven't got to change out for fall yet, but I did get to put my fall wreath on the door. So my home is decorated for fall, as you guys are seeing this video. Then I got my little couch down at the end to kind of hang out on. I haven't hung out on it in a while, honestly, but I do like to go down there and read sometimes. So it's just a nice, cozy spot. So you're gonna walk in the front door to my living room. I just cleaned the house, so I thought, what a perfect opportunity to do a home tour. But anyways, nothing's perfect, but I do really feel like my house is cozy with the fall decorations right now. And then we do have 2 other cats. So we have a dog and 2 cats. This is Yellow. I've had Yellow, oh gosh. Well, me and my husband lived in our first home together. I've had him for a really long time. I think he's 10 or 11 years old. And then Frank was a stray. She's over on the couch right now. She's a long-haired cat. She was a stray that showed up here, and I started feeding her because, guys, I felt bad. And our other cat that we had passed away a few years ago, and I miss that cat every single day, but he was such a good cat. But yeah, we have 2 cats and a dog. I don't remember where some of it is. Some of it was given to me by my mom, so a lot of it's like hand-me-down decorations, which I feel like are kind of sentimental in a way, which might even be better than brand new. So this little section over here was kind of random. We originally had built this for my husband's stereo, and then it just wasn't made big enough like I had wanted it for my husband's stereo, so it doesn't even fit in there. So we just kind of turned it into a picture shelf because I don't really know what else to do with it right now. And then we have these 2 shelves that were handmade by the people that I work for, and I absolutely love those shelves, but I brought them from the old house to this house. And then, so I really love our couch, but I think the next time we get a couch, I want to get something with the wider cushions and maybe like either a separate love seat and couch and not have a sectional, because my living room isn't really that big, and the sectional, I can't do a whole lot with it. It's comfortable and all, but I think next time I want to do something different and not get a sectional. Over here we have this old antique washstand. You guys will see like a lot of antique furniture in my home. And then I had recently, back in the spring, I think it was, or maybe it was winter, I done the backsplash on this wall and did like a shiplap and worked with a company, and I love it. But my style in my home is mainly rustic glam, is what I like. And then in my bedroom, it's actually bohemian. So it's like boho in there. And we'll actually, since we're just here in the living room, I'll take you guys in my room next. We have all these big windows here to look out at the view, which I love. All the natural light that comes in through here. And then I got my little other antique looking table decorated up over here. This was actually my husband's mom, that she is no longer here. She had passed away, but I always did really love this tapestry so much. It looks like Italy, but it's just so pretty. So that's really sentimental to my husband. And then this is exiting our living room, and that will head into the dining room and kitchen. So this is entering my bedroom, which I just moved it around yesterday and did some deep cleaning in here. But like I said, I have the boho vibe, a lot of live plants in here, and I've been really enjoying the bohemian stuff. So this little bench right here is also pretty old. It was my husband's, and I just decided to set my plants on it. And my plants have been thriving. They've been doing so good. So I have that on there. And then Otis's dog bed's over here in the corner. I got my desk area here. And then over there I have another little stand with my bigger plant on it. That loves that light over there by the window. And then those lights light up on the wall. So I love the way that it looks when it's all lit up. And then, so here's my bed, and Cole made the bed this morning, so it's always so cute when he makes the bed. But my husband is actually not here for a couple days. He went to visit his family in Tennessee, so Cole slept in my bed last night with me, and we had like a little movie night. My curtain I need to fix up there, but yeah, there's from this side looking, and then behind my door I have some family photos of us up on the wall that I had done, and then my little antique table over here. So yeah, I have a lot of antiques in the house, so I just decided to call my style rustic glam, because why not? I love mirrors, so you'll see mirrors in my house quite a bit. Alright, and then over from my bedroom is my bathroom and closet. I just recently did a bathroom makeover in here and painted my wall, and I absolutely love it. So here's my bathroom. You turn around this way and you go into our walk-in closet, which I also just cleaned up a little bit. And then this little shelf that is above my toilet that I absolutely love. From the closet, looking at my bathroom. Alright, so now I'm going to take you guys to the kitchen, leaving the living room, walking into my dining space. I don't have a very big dining space in my home. And if I could go back in time, I actually would have rather this wall not been here and us been able to make our dining room a little bit bigger than this. But it's okay, we still make it work, and there's only 3 of us, so it's not really a big deal. It works out fine. But here's the dining area, and then this leads into my kitchen, which, leave me a comment down below, but I would love to have white cabinets in this kitchen. I think it would brighten everything up, and I don't know why I went with this color, but sometimes I wish that I would have chose white, because I've always wanted a white kitchen. What you guys think though? But this is my kitchen, which I'm very thankful for this kitchen. We spend a lot of time in it, and I absolutely love my kitchen. I love my middle island area here. The dining room has these 2 double doors that leads out to the back porch, which I also love. I have some bar stools on this side of the kitchen island to sit at and eat, or just hang out in the kitchen. In the kitchen, you go into our laundry room. And then this area over here is kind of, I don't know what you really call this. I call this my coffee bar. I got my coffee pot over there, a little setup. It's just kind of random. We have our cabinets over top. I am thankful for all those cabinets I have in this house, because I do have a lot of cabinet storage. We have a mud bench over here that Cole hangs his backpack on. We hang our coats on. We put our shoes on, that type of thing. And then a little counter space, which originally was actually supposed to have a sink in this, and it has the hookups underneath of the cabinet if I ever want to put a sink in here, like a what's it called, a mudroom sink, or utility sink, I guess is what it's called. I was gonna have one in here, but then we just never did it. I don't remember why we didn't do it, but we didn't do it. Here's the little shelves above my washer and dryer. And I just recently painted this door on the inside black, but I told you guys I wanted to paint the outside black too. But don't pay attention to our wallpaper in here that's shiplap, because me and my husband, it was our first time doing peel and stick wallpaper. Woo, that was a job. And I also filmed it, I think, in an older video, but it's horrible. The lines don't add up. It's very crooked. I'll just be real with you guys and show you, but it's just so awful. But half the time, if you're just walking through, you can't really notice it unless you're staring at it. But we didn't know what we was doing, and it was a lot harder than what it looked to get that stuff straight. So I don't recommend. Plus it was very expensive to buy that peel and stick wallpaper. But yeah. Anyways, we have a little hallway back here that connects to the back side of the house. And then if you're going that way, it goes back into the living room. So going back our little miniature hallway, which I also designed our house. I picked the layout and all that. So I, for the most part, really love the layout of our house and how everything is. The only thing I would have done differently, like I said, was had a bigger like dining area. I wish I could have had a bigger space for that. So here at the corner of the hallway, at one end, we have a mirror and a little antique washstand that leads into my husband's office space, where all of his stuff is that he loves, and like his stereo that I wanted to put on them shelves is in here that he's had for years, his desk area, all of his stuff that he organizes and keeps, like all of our paperwork and stuff over here. And then we just have a little futon in here right now to sit on. It's decorated West Virginia Mountaineers, which is, my husband loves college football, so that is kind of the theme in here. And then this window looks out at the pool and the backyard and everything over here. So that's kind of what you see from this window. My husband just has this closet, which there ain't nothing special in there. It's just a bunch of junk, but I'm not going to show you guys that just because it's not that spectacular. But walking back out, we go, at the other end of the hallway is a closet where I store all of our linens and like blankets and stuff like that. The second bathroom, which my husband uses this one a lot, so it's kind of his bathroom. And right now it's like a beach theme for the most part, but I do want to do a makeover in here coming soon where I want to paint and stuff like that. But yeah, this is our bathroom, our other bathroom, should I say. Last bedroom is our son Cole's room. Guess I'll show you guys the closet, but I'm very thankful to have all this extra space in my house, but it's kind of messy right now, so it's not perfect. It needs some work, but there's our linen closet. And then now we're gonna go into Cole's room. Cole loves his stuffed animals. You guys will see a lot of those. He likes Spider-Man. He loves dogs. He's obsessed with dogs. I need to do a toy declutter in here soon. I'll probably film that in a video for you guys. But this is Cole's room. This is his closet. To the ceiling we have a attic fold down ladder that comes down where I store a lot of my stuff up in the attic. I'm not going to show you guys that in this video, but I did take you guys up there in another video before, and like I filmed up there before, but it's not really big up there. There's not a whole lot of room. It's just like a couple pieces of plywood that I got stuff sitting on. You can't really stand up all the way in the attic, but I'm grateful to have this space up there to store things. Forgot to show you guys, like we have some family pictures here on the hallway, and these little pictures of Cole when he was little I had stuck up here on the top. Can't believe how much he's grown up. My house is still a work in progress. There's still things that I want to do, things that I want to add to the wall mainly, like some more decorations that I'd like to finish off room by room really, but I feel like our homes are always a work in progress, and now that I'm older I realize that that kind of stuff really isn't that important. Like the most important thing is our family and the people in our lives that we love. So thank you guys for being here today. Thanks for watching this home tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I just wanted to give you guys like a refresh home tour. of the house and everything, because it's been 6 years and it definitely doesn't look the same as it did when we moved in 6 years ago. My channel mainly focuses around lifestyle videos and homemaking and cleaning. So if you like that kind of stuff, would love to have you subscribe. And also I have another channel where I do vlogs and we do day in the life, lifestyle, homemaking hauls, grocery hauls, cooking, just a little bit of everything that I do in my life. So if you want to come hang out, would love to have you subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.